Hello and welcome to another First Impressions review with myself and Amata. Today we are having a look at, as you could probably guess, InnerSpace. A lovely little exploration game developed by PolyKnight games and published by Abzu. So of course we're just going to jump straight in because, to be honest, this game is best shown to you because it is extremely based upon exploration. Now the first thing you will notice is that this game is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at it. Like, the world is very strange looking. It's kind of hard for me, at least, to get a sense of like what up and down even is. So obviously you lose little landmarks like this. It's like, hey, that's where that is. And, you know, you can kind of have a poke about, fly, because you're this little airplane thing. And you can also dive and go into water and stuff. I just actually played through an underwater section before I started this video. But the name of this game is Exploration. That is exactly what we are here to do. This world was once thriving and alive and full of, you know, living beings, but it seems like pretty much everyone, apart from a few strange creatures, has died, along with like all of their history, and all that's left is a few relics. And basically what we're here to do is explore, discover the story, and find these relics to try and, you know, piece together what happened, and also try and preserve this world's history. So let's see what we can do here. What's pretty cool actually is, like, this plane that you're in is actually pretty sturdy. Like, you can fly into stuff, you can crash, and you won't actually, well, crash, if that makes any sense. So what I can do here is, if I can kind of get myself lined up right, and I'll show you something cool in a second about that, is we can cut the ropes that are on that statue and something will presumably happen. Obviously I don't know but what's kind of cool is you have these little bubbles here that the game calls perches, and it kind of gives you a chance to kind of just pause, line yourself up right, and there we go. So now I'm all lined up, ready to go. Now I will say, like, I am playing this game on controller. I would not personally say this game is meant for keyboard and mouse, just because obviously you've got the pitch and the yaw and all that sort of stuff. So I would say, you know, get your controller out. So we go, just cut those ropes there, that one there as well. Let's try and get a bit of a better one going. Alright, there we go. 2 done there. We wanna, oh, it's going. See you later, thing. Whatever you are. Do I want to do this? Possibly not, but we'll find out together, shall we? Now, the soundtrack for this game is also really cool. It's got one of those soundtracks where, like, everything you do is kind of punctuated in some way by music. Now, I'm going to shut up for a second and just let you hear it, because honestly, it's not really something you can explain. So yeah, you can kind of hear how every little movement of my wings is punctuated with that, like, lovely little sound, and the music itself is just, it's very calming indeed, and definitely fits with the sort of atmosphere of this game, of like this lonely, abandoned world where, you know, the creators of it have just kind of passed away a long time ago and just left behind several mysteries for you to solve. And the game is very zen. It has a very lonely feeling because, well, there's literally only a couple of living things that I've seen in the game, not including myself and the person that actually created us, which I'll show you in a second. So we cut all those ropes, but I'm not really sure what it achieved. Oh, wait. What was that? Oh. Ow! Balls. I'm gonna not do that for one thing. But you can kind of see what I mean about not having to worry too much about crashing into stuff. Right, I'm going to go into this and sort myself out a little bit because I'm getting all turned around. The controls are not brilliant, I will say, but that's why these little perches are good. Like, it's not unplayably bad or anything, but it is a little imprecise, but that's exactly why they put these things in, so that you can do stuff like this and sort yourself out. So you're not just like flying in circles, like, look, come on. Ugh. Yeah, so at least they were able to put that in and improve things in that way. So, as I mentioned, the whole point of why we're here is to collect relics, and I think there's one inside the statue, but I'm not really sure where. So I'm just kind of flying around, crashing into stuff, hoping to figure out where it is. Because I felt my controller vibrate. Oh, there it is. I see it. I saw something glowy. I want it. So yeah, the controls have... Ooh, what is this? Oh, I did a thing. Ah, I got some story. The ancients gouged their way out of this chamber, and from each new cavity fell a ravenous onslaught. These bombardments were met with a call to arms for each obsidian, for each brought obsidian, and a tide turned red. So this is a heavily story-based game, but it's kind of delivered in a sort of environmental way with, like, you know, the world itself and how things look and that sort of stuff. But you also find a lot of stuff like that, but it's just based on my experience. There will be other living things, but not many at all, because, you know, this world is pretty much abandoned. So it has a very cool exploration, environment-based storytelling, which I have a fondness for, as you guys probably know. Right, let's try and see if I can... I'd like to get out of here, please. Alright, I guess there's nothing in there then. I thought there was because my controller was vibrating, but I guess not. I guess we can see what this glowy thing is up here. I've been wondering about that for a while. Like, what's this? Ah! Okay, don't fly directly into that. Fun fact for the day. Ooh. Just like the way the world looks is intriguing to me and makes me wonder, like, what the world has in store next. Like, the design of this place is very unique, as well as just being, you know, really cool to look at. Oh, let's grab this lore here, but I also want to see what's inside that place there. Oh, it's not lore this time. Alright. Is this thing gonna, like, come alive or something? It looks like it could. Alright, let's try and get ourselves lined up here. Alright. Ah! Curious. Where was that thing that I saw? Ah, yes, it was around here, wasn't it? Yep. Let's try and... Oh, there's also this as well. Let's try and grab that. There we go. I think there's more as well I saw. So let's try and do this and see what happens, because that's the name of the game with InnerSpace. Now, the one thing I will say, that this is a very subjective opinion, obviously. But even though this game is stunning and just really zen and enjoyable to play, and the world is interesting and all this other stuff that I've already said, I think it might be a touch expensive for what it is. It's £15, $14.99 to be exact. Now, obviously, that is extremely subjective. Like, what is going to be too expensive for me might be like, that seems fine to another person. So, just personally, I would say it is, but that is, again, my personal opinion. But that is obviously why you're watching this video, for my personal opinion. So, do keep that in mind, but that's not to say this game is bad, because, well, just listen and look at it, and it's very calming to play. Like, I've actually decided recently to have another crack at Bloodborne, because I didn't really do all that well at it the first time I played it, and I think, like, this game would be perfect to kind of come back to, like, yeah, after I've been really stressed out by Bloodborne, just sort of fly around in this realm, I'm like, ah, everything calm, everything nice, look how calm we are. Alright, come on! Ah, so close. Alright, I've lost it now. Right. Where did it go? Where was that? That's really irritating, I've lost it now. Let us try this. So, if you're the sort of person who likes a lot of sort of drive and direction in your story, and a lot of sort of, hey, characters and lots of dialogue, that sort of, like, you know, more driven story rather than something that's kind of excuse me, meandering, then I wouldn't say this game is for you. But if you like your exploration and you like your sort of weird, mysterious worlds that are just a joy to explore, then yes, this game is definitely for you. Alright. Ooh, there's another one down there. I just really wonder what's going to happen. Like, because each time I hit one, it's like, is something going to happen? Let's find out together. Alright. Oh, the character I mentioned, this is the person who made us. Let's speak to them quickly. Here we go. Let's talk. I've received concrete evidence that demigods were real. Now I'm observing the storied sun chamber, the origins of the ancients with my own eyes. If those were facts, what other stories could be true? You know, supposedly, near the end of their civilization, the ancients tried to leave the inverse. Certain texts refer to a failed passage, an attempt to build a transverse gate that could take them beyond the inverse. This final gate must have been unique, knowing its purpose. There must be evidence of it somewhere. Scour this chamber, find all the relics. I'll see if I can decipher them, and let's see if we can figure out a way to activate this transverse gate. Are you with me, cartographer? Let's find a way to escape these dying worlds and share the history of this place. Well, we have a lot of work ahead of us, let's get to it. What should I do? What would you like me to do? Okay, you're just going to say the same thing again? Alright, so basically at the start of this game, you know, that thing creates you go through a tutorial, and pretty much sets you on your task of discovering what happened in this place, and that is what this game is about. So again, a very sort of zen, meandering experience, but sometimes I think that's nice. I wouldn't play this type of game all the time, don't get me wrong, but every now and again, I think, you know what, I just have a wonder. I just want to, oh Christ, I want to crash into stuff apparently. You know, I just want to see what's going on. Ooh, a relic, yes. Explore beautiful worlds, and they clearly had a vision for what they wanted to achieve with this game, and to be honest, I think they've achieved it in spades. So here we found a conductive circlet. Individually, their wind output is not tremendous, but their collective contribution may have once been significant. They resembled the components found at the hearts of transverse gates, their contents valued enough to be hidden from view. A wind is basically the source of energy in this world, and the reason the world is, or has ended, sorry, is because, like, all the wind just left the world, basically, and obviously they went into an inevitable downward spiral because, you know, their source of energy, the thing that they'd kind of built all their technology on and that sort of stuff, all their innovations, was no longer around. So we're basically collecting what wind is left in the world to try and not only explore, but as the other character said, who's called the archaeologist, try and find a way to escape, because, you know, this world is, after all, dying, and obviously we would like to leave and tell other people about what happened here so this world doesn't just disappear and no one notices. So I definitely think this is worth a look-see. It is a bit of an odd game, a bit of a different one, but I definitely think it's worth your time if you like your exploration-based experiences. Again, if you like something more driven, something, you know, with characters and narratives and all that sort of stuff. Like, I like that stuff too, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, if you only like that and you don't like games that are a bit more meandering, I would not personally recommend this for you. But if you like what you've seen, then I would definitely recommend InnerSpace to you. With all that said, that is me done for this video. I would say that I've pretty much said all there is to say about InnerSpace. I think I would repeat myself if I continued this anymore. This game is best left to speak for itself. So go check it out, guys, if you like the look of what you have seen. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your support is highly appreciated, and I'll see you next time.